Welcome back. Let's dive into the breaking news of the week. First up, price action on uranium miners. Year to date, up 12%. The broader stock market only up 7%. We're continuing to see outperformance. Nothing new here. And part of this may just be because of what the big dogs are up to. We're following the money. What are the big power players doing behind the scenes when it comes to the industries we're investing in? Well, BlackRock eyes potential nuclear ETF launch. Fund Giant's sustainable ETF range to grow with greater clarity on the EU's taxonomy. The global elite is saying that nuclear is green energy. It does not get bigger than that because the global elite's money is going to go into nuclear energy. Nuclear energy included in EU's new rules on green hydrogen. The European Commission on Monday proposed new rules under which hydrogen produced with nuclear energy is to be considered green. Rather than being labeled as renewable, though, hydrogen made using nuclear electricity will be termed as low carbon hydrogen. So we know nuclear power in and of itself is green, but hydrogen produced using nuclear power is considered low carbon. Just another powerful use case for this dense energy source. So we covered BlackRock, we covered the European Union. Let's talk about Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs out with a very detailed bullish summary of the uranium bull market today. Big boys will be trying to get in. Hold on to your shares. It's squeeze time. Goldman Sachs reported that they heard it took a week for one trading firm to find 100,000 pounds recently. The spot market is super thin. Goldman Sachs used this chart from Sprott's presentation. The market has been dependent on Japanese inventory sales to fill gap between supply and demand since Fukushima. So we see a massive divergence between supply and demand, supply squeeze incoming. That's what Goldman Sachs is saying. This inventory from Japan has finally been cleared out. Now the Japanese utilities are about to restart, extend, and build new reactors. The resulting restocking of inventory will be impossible to complete without a spike in prices and huge investment in new mines. And the US government understands this. This comes from Senator Risch. Enriched uranium is key to the future of clean and reliable nuclear energy and our national security. Unfortunately, the US lacks capacity to fully produce enriched uranium, resulting in an unsafe reliance on Russia, a bad actor who can cut off uranium exports at any time. I'm proud to work with Senator Joe Manchin, Senator John Barrasso to increase uranium production in the US, reduce dependency on Russia, diminish Russian domination of the global nuclear fuel supply chain. These bills that the government keeps coming out with are supported in a bipartisan way. Both parties agree on this. So Manchin, Barrasso, and Rich introduced bipartisan Nuclear Fuel Security Act. And so the US is ramping up advanced fuel production capabilities. The Department of Energy to host first high-assay, low-enriched uranium consortium meeting. The Department of Energy established the HLU Consortium in December 2022 to help inform DOE activities related to securing a reliable domestic supply of HALU, a crucial material needed to develop and deploy advanced reactors. HALU is not currently available from domestic suppliers, and this lack of availability could threaten the development of advanced reactors if unaddressed. So what they're saying is there's not enough supply. We got to get it out of the ground. We got to pay more to get it out of the ground. This is what uranium bugs have been saying for a long time, and they're absolutely correct. Goldman Sachs and the US government agree. And at the exact same time, all this is happening. Boom, Spot Physical Uranium Trust, a closed-end trust created to buy and hold physical uranium, today announces upsizing of its at-the-market equity program by an additional $1.3 billion for uranium stacking. So they're raising more capital to acquire uranium off the market. It's already tight enough. Goldman Sachs just said it was difficult for a firm to find 100,000 pounds. Well, it's going to be even more difficult when Sprott puts this money to work and takes it off the market. So it's not just the US government. It's not just Wall Street. It's not just the big institutional players circling this space, trying to acquire uranium and investing in nuclear energy. It's a global phenomenon. China starts building long-distance nuclear heating pipeline. Construction has begun of a 23-kilometer-long pipe that will transport nuclear-generated heat from the Haiyang nuclear power plant in China's Shandong province to a wider area, State Power Investment Corp announced. The plant started providing district heat to the surrounding area in November 2020. So now they're creating a pipeline to transport this nuclear generated heat. Obviously, they're investing in nuclear infrastructure as well. The UK government is considering green taxonomy status for nuclear power plant projects. Ministers want to speed up approvals for at least 8 new reactors. Small modular nuclear reactors may become the go-to energy source. We know this as well. Revolutionary technology just catalyzing the mass adoption of nuclear power. And so we're seeing mass adoption of small modular reactor technology, even though it's still in its early stages. Small modular reactors. Poland and Canada increase cooperation as they prepare for deployment. Regulators in both countries preparing for reviews of advanced nuclear plant designs. Just getting started. We will continue to stay on top of this market.